All right, also, this is a huge cheat code, and I am so glad I'm turning the camera back on to mention this important fact. So while you're working on a particular project, right, Claude Code is very well informed, if you will, about the project you're working on while you're working with Claude Code. Or if you're in Coda, Claude Code is you're using Claude Code behind the scenes. So Coda, as well as Claude Code, is very well informed about what you're working on, right? So if you're in Coda or if you're in Claude Code, you can say something like this. All right, for this entire dev log video I just made, you probably didn't know. Oops. Uh-oh, I just exited out of Claude. Okay, well, this is a good learning opportunity. So, oh, hold on, let me. Generated with Claude Code, complete refactor, where are we? Commit home server, okay, hold on. Where are we? PWD, okay, cool. That's all good. Claude. What is this doing right now? Huh. Yeah. Let's fix these settings. I'm gonna pass those settings to Claude. Hey, Claude, will you check out the found 5 invalid settings files really quick? Strange, why is that doing that? Okay, well, let's do this first. Get back to our conversation that we're in. That's what I wanted to teach you here while we're in the moment, I guess. So we'll do /resume. What that does is it will load all the different conversation threads that you have. No prompt. All right, Claude, will you please double check your work? That was probably what we're, yeah, perfect. So now we can pass the settings and say, hey, Claude, will you check out the 5 invalid settings files? What's going on with those? We need to remove them or, put them in the correct places. So yeah, don't remove them immediately, but we need to figure out what they are and then figure out whether they do need to be removed or maybe they need to be moved to some other location. And we'll ultra think it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these setting files. I think it's something that we may have tried to add and it's lagging out. Okay, so, well, while that's working, okay, let's see. Your settings.localization has 25 permission entries and 5 of them are problematic. Looking at lines or full git commit commands with multi-line commit messages that somehow got added to the allow list. All the same issue, they're complete git commit commands with heroic messages containing colons in the comment. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes, please remove them and clean up whatever else you feel needed in that file and just let me know when you're done. Thank you. So we'll go ahead and give it another ultra think, let it do its thing. So it's going to clean up that settings file for us. Who knew we were going to get back-to-back devlog sessions tonight, y'all? So while that finishes up, we will start formulating, well, I was hoping to formulate something here. So let's start formulating our prompt. What are we going to say? What we need is a good YouTube video title, and we need a good description for our YouTube video based on all of the changes that we have made, in particular to the smart commit features that we implemented for our user base of Coda. So that is what we need to do. So, okay. Please, Claude, create a YouTube title for our devlog video that we just got done recording. And this devlog, as you may know, we went through and fixed and finished the smart commits feature for our application. So look through the commit history for our project and find those moments where we were working on the smart commits, especially those moments when we were going back and forth towards the end there, making sure that we were getting the queued complete flow while the smart commits are generating, so we can queue it up to get it to process. We don't have to be on the modal. That was really important. And just getting them to show up appropriately without doing a partial commit, which was stemmed from 2 separate commits attached to the same file. So what we did is create a merge function of any commits that are attached to a singular file into a singular commit. So see how I let that go and wisp that all that text seemingly just disappeared? That's why I love WhisperFlow and why I really want to make something like WhisperFlow to embed with Coda. So then you just speak, and if you just happen to speak and not have your cursor anywhere, it would just save to a place in Coda that you could, just like WhisperFlow here. It saves that entire text that I just spoke to because my cursor went away because this asked me for an input over here. So do you want to overwrite settings? Yeah. So then now I can paste that text that I just copied from WhisperFlow, right? Boom. So we're waiting on that to finish up. So let me make sure, did I ask for YouTube title? Oh, I don't even think we mentioned the description. Yeah. We also need a description of the YouTube video to put in the description field of our YouTube video. All right, what else do we need? Well, we're gonna take all of this information and we're gonna plug it in to Gemini. And it's gonna generate some cool images for us to use. Like I got Coda CLI here, love that. Back to the fort, was experimenting. Oh, this is how I made my wild, but look how it started. So basically, I told it to take this image that I gave it and open my mouth. I was like, I want it to open my mouth and stick my tongue out, right? And smile really big, I think I said. Huge, smiling huge, sticking my tongue out, make it just like a round circle YouTube profile, right? And then I was like, let's do stars behind it, galaxies, like, yeah. But then I still look kind of cartoony, so I'm like, well, clean that up. I look like I got like eyeliner, eyebrow liner on or whatever. So this was much more like realistic. So I was like, okay, I like this. And then I was like, I want something coming out of my mouth. And I was like, I want utopia. Yeah, make utopia come out of my mouth. The idea of utopia. And I was like, I can't see my tongue anymore. So, and I got the tongue back. And I said, is there anything you'd change to make it better? And then it kind of made it worse, to be honest. He like made like my whole face purple. It's kind of cool, but it's too much, a little too much. So I was like, I want Utopia tattoo. Then it gave me a Utopia tattoo on my original image. I'm like, no, I want a Utopia tattoo on this image. On my tongue here, yeah. And then, boom, that's when it gave me this. And that's what I've been using. It's so good. So yeah, it's a little back and forth. Oh, did I accidentally... Apologize if I interrupted. And we'll go ahead and just do this. Continue. Sorry about that. Sometimes you're not careful, you hit escape, and then all of a sudden it bugs out. All right, so... Okay, perfect. What has it got? No problem. The cleanup is complete. Here's a summary. Settings cleaned up. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let's see. Huh. I guess I missed it. Hold on. Please also create a description of the YouTube video to put into the field of our YouTube video. Okay, that should have everything. Perfect. So really that's what I was trying to get to from the beginning of this devlog. The fact that Claude and or Coda or Codex or whatever agentic flow you might be using, it knows so much about your work. So when you go to share it, you can ask it, these things like, yeah, give me a quick description of my work, and then let me plug that description into a system like Gemini. Thumbnail image for this dev log, and I would like you to use my new improved profile picture you made for me with this epic starry galaxy background. And I am warp speed through space something like that. Yeah. All right, so we'll wait for, okay, cool. YouTube description. Oh yeah, YouTube title options. Okay, so can I do Shift J or Shift? Okay. Below is our YouTube title options, as well as a full YouTube description that we'll be using for our YouTube video, so you can get an understanding of how to structure the thumbnail, and maybe some icons to use could be the language and framework that we're working on, which is Rust and TAURI, as well as TypeScript React. But actually, I don't think I want to use of how to structure the thumbnail. And did we give it all? There it is. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and run that, and it should run, and I'm gonna look at the YouTube description, what we fixed. In this devlog, perfect. Yeah, partial success, bug, when Claude splits the same file and will queue complete flow. Now you can click complete flow while analysis still. Smart caching with fingerprint analysis results. Yes, cool, yeah. Less technical, it's not a commit message. More casual, for sure. Thank you. So, cool. So it is, I shouldn't have put that question in at the bottom. It's okay. And thumbnails, are they 69? Thumbnail, YouTube, aspect ratio. Yeah, 69, cool. All right, cool. Please create another YouTube. Is it using it? Thumbnail. Yeah, it is. These potential titles. YouTube thumbnail image based on these potential titles and the description below. Oh gosh. All right, back and forth with Gemini, getting this dialed, but I do like this more casual description, so we'll go ahead and just use that. And pop it over here in my YouTube description. And we can close that. And cool. Waiting for that title. Let's see, which one are we gonna pick? Finally fix a smart commit after breaking it 3 times. Queue it and walk away. Finishing the smart commits feature. Smart commits actually works now. I like the, yeah. And your AI tries to commit the same file twice, Coda devlog. And we'll, can I get an image? No. Load, load, load. It's coming. It's coming. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, that looks crazy. Yeah, that looks crazy. After breaking it 3 times, queue it and walk away. Feature devlog. Finally fix smart commits. Oh, that's good, dude. Okay, I think I like it. It's kind of busy. Do I have any like that? Yeah, that one's kind of busy. That one doesn't look very good. Will you remove the subtext displayed in the image attached? We keep the other text and center and vertically center it on that side, removing the subtext below. Should be great. Cool. Yeah. That bottom part's just a little busy, so we'll remove that part. Just keep this part and move it down a little bit, right? I think that'll be pretty badass. Yeah, I think that'll be great. All right, what do we got going on here? Oh, these are the law docs. So I'm curious, are books usually written in Markdown? All right, just waiting for that. Let's see what this guy said. What else we got going on here? Oh yeah, this is the assessment I'm working on. Actually, let's check. I'm doing this little side hustle gig, trying to get on board with this company called Snorkel to do tasks, and I am hoping I get selected to work for their team because it sounds fun. They're working on a lot of cool repos. All right. Yeah. No, not typically. Here's the reality. Traditional publishing formats, Microsoft Doc, industry standard, Adobe. All right. Huh. That's cool. Yes, I would like for you to convert it to the perfect format to print and, download any tools you need to make that happen. After breaking it 3 times. Why does it want to keep after breaking it 3 times? Because I didn't really break it. Remove the after breaking it 3 times text. All right. Let me check the tools are available, install what's needed for professional PDF generation. Amazing. That'll be good. All right. And let's read through this video description. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Sweet. All right. All right. All right, just waiting for that. Waiting for the image, waiting for the image. And so, like, wouldn't it be cool to have within Coda? Because I feel like, well, this is for developers, people that are creating, and I'm sure that you're gonna wanna share your creation, and YouTube is a great way to do that and a great way to start monetizing your work, just like I'm doing now. So what I need personally is I need something to, it would be really nice to just have this be done for me, because this is a little bit of monotonous work that I don't really love. So why not make it a little bit more user-friendly? I could click a button, I could have it generate like, 10 different, I could have like preset photos. Maybe I could just upload a bunch of my photos, give it access to a bunch of my photos even, and maybe even have a system behind the scenes that, identifies my face versus other people's face within the collection of photos, and then it'll just use like my likeness, if you will, to then create images just like me doing, crazy things, fun things for a YouTube thumbnail. Awesome. Yeah, that is better. I wanted it to be more center. Will you move the text to be more vertically centered? The subtext below that you had left a bit of a hole. All right, cool. That's like my last little note. So yeah, wouldn't it be nice if it just like you click one of these tabs here and then it just boop, goes to all of your photos that maybe describe your likeness, and you can maybe have like 5 different photos for your likeness, and you can update those 5, or maybe have different sets of your likeness, or other people that give you permission to use their likeness, maybe your family or something like that, or whoever's working with you on said YouTube video. So if they make an appearance in the YouTube video, it would be nice if Coda could just analyze who made an appearance during the YouTube video, create a YouTube thumbnail that uses those people's likeness, and then creates a not too wordy text on image YouTube thumbnail, and then of course a good title, a good description, and we can pretty much automate this entire workflow of creating these devlogs, which would be great for me. So I could just come on and create, and then right when I hit save on OBS, it just like goes to my particular OBS folder, which is in, I'll show you all, my OBS recordings are in my drive, OBS. I'm like, there it is, OBS, right? And then we've got all of our recordings here. So whenever a new devlog, hits here, or maybe I have a very particular devlog folder, because this is just my general OBS recordings folder. So a particular devlog folder that whenever a video hits there, I know that that's a devlog, and then boom, it starts analyzing the video, figuring out likeness, or just using likeness that I already have and put it in Coda, creating thumbnails behind the scene. I can just go hang out with whoever to go do something else and go continue work on another project, so I don't have to be using my time here anymore, right? That's a great idea. I got to do that. I think that's going to be the next video. Might as well, right? That sounds great. Cool. Let's see. Did we get a image back? And it did vertically center it a little more. Okay, cool. So we'll take that image, I guess, is that there? It is there. And we will copy it. Yeah, this is C. More work that no one should have to do. Devlog, video, thumbnail, whatever today's date is. Okay, so we can hit upload over here, and I'll get a picker that y'all cannot see at the moment, and we'll pick that particular thumbnail. Perfect. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. Boom, got the thumbnail. We're gonna put it in the, I guess, yeah. Do we not have a devlog series? Well, this is kind of like, yeah, we'll just put it there, just the Coda. No, it's not made for kids. Okay. Change to commit the same file twice. Okay, cool. So then, yeah, we'll do something like this and save it and next it, public, and we'll just publish it because YOLO. And that's it. I guess it's already up. Is it already up? Public. Looks like it's public. Boom. So I should be able to get it. Boom.
Hey, what's up?
All right.
So this is another devlog.
Cooking with gasoline, y'all. Cool. Love it. Well, that is for today's devlog, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye for now.